Good evening. So, tonight we're just going to talk about anything and everything, and maybe probably nothing, but who cares? This is my show. So, I'm just going to put the theme music on, so enjoy. Yeah, how you doing, Scully Tom? Yo, so how's everything up in Trinidad? Yeah, I'm chilling. It's like my computer was acting wacky or whatnot. But I'm chilling and everything. Yeah, God bless you too, bro. So how's everybody up in the YouTube world today? Yeah, so this is a shocking edition. I'm just gonna go and talk about what's shocking in the world today. Well, you know, you have to be shocking sometimes because you live in a shocking world. Yeah, salute to you too. Yeah, one thing that I've been seeing, like I guess on the YouTube spectrum or something like that. Yeah, shout out to the mod gang too. Is I seen this turtle, this guy that they call the Ninja Turtle. I guess he was fighting, transgender. and a model that I heard that is now deceased. But I want to see what's the hoopla about. I mean, the guy says that he's a plumber. He likes to fight, and they say that he lost 2 fights. But then again, I don't see how a man really lost 2 fights when you actually have people breaking it up. Well, I could see the other one, but the other one that he was fighting the transgender, well, I didn't see him with no bruises or anything like that. But then again, the camera are known to play tricks on people. All right, all right. So let's talk about it. They say that Aaron, aka the plumber, is actually a crash out. I beg to differ. I mean, you have certain people that may or may have not learned how to mature. That everything that offends them, they'll like, okay, well, we have to put the dukes up. So I think he's one of those type of guys. Win or lose, he's actually ready. He's actually ready to put those dukes up. You got to give it to him. I mean, sometimes I actually think that he's in the wrong profession. I mean, if he likes to fight so much, he needs to be in the UFC. Maybe learn maybe learn some fighting styles and everything like that because you can see that dude has the art. So you know, I guess it was on that show called Love for Erica Mena or something like that. I mean, me personally, You're not gonna ever see me in no contestant show or anything like that. Plus, I'm too old. The heck I need a contestant show for when half the half these reality shows are just scripted and fake. But that's just my opinion, though. What's yours? Another thing I want to know is that in certain instances, I could say in my YouTube career, I think I've been shadow banned. The reason why I say that is because sometimes they'll be like, okay, you have this amount of subscribers, then you don't. Then you have done a lot of these other videos, then you don't. So I don't know if it's the algorithm and I haven't really mastered it yet. Because you got certain people that they just do a content and they blow up like maybe 1,000 or 2K subscribers. So maybe I might have to unlock the secrets of the algorithm. So here it is. All right, so I'm back. I mean, I call this the Shotgun edition because of my thumbnail. I mean, a lot of stuff doesn't really shock me anymore. I mean, politicians cursing out that they don't like, people that they don't like. We're supposed to actually hold certain politicians to high standards. But then I'm talking about both sides. They really don't have high standards. Let's be for real. Because between the Republicans and Democratic side, you would actually see that you have certain individuals that are actually morally flawed. And what I mean by that is that they're morally flawed, meaning that they don't know what to do. Let's be for real. Oh yeah, shout out to the aggressive defiance game. Keep going at the haters. the locales that actually deserve a dissing. And that fat slop on TV. Well, I mean on YouTube. You know the fat slop I'm talking about. The fat piece of slop that likes to go and act like that they're actually doing good when the fact is they'll be actually on live with bold face that goes and tell bold faced lies. And then they have the nerve to actually go live every day and not take a bath for like 2 to 5 days. I mean, like, if anything, I feel sorry for the dog. Let's be for real. I feel sorry for that small, beautiful dog stuck with that owner that doesn't take a bath or shave. I mean, like, come on. Who the heck is gonna go and actually be with a person that don't shave? I mean, and then on top of it, you see spousal or you see couples abuse live on camera on YouTube, and that person hasn't been shut down yet. Yeah, shout out to Net Stars, Sarah Smith, everybody from the aggressive gang. So you have to go and you have to look at some of these personified idiots on YouTube. The ones that actually call the authorities on you after their feelings get hurt. Or, better yet, they go and make a false narrative about their own relatives or other people's relatives to actually say, like, oh yeah, we got control of them. I mean, let's put it like this. If you're a YouTube creator, you have shows and you have somebody to actually have a personal beef with you just because you actually associate with certain people that they don't like, well, guess what? That's not actually friend building. And 9 times out of 10, I would not want to be a friend of you. Let's keep it real. You see people that they have a bad narrative and they want to paint that bad narrative because they got nothing going on in their lives. Let's let's say that throughout my years, well, this is going to be my second or third year, because I've actually had like I actually have like account with YouTube, which is like maybe from 2007, 2008. So I've actually had this account for like a bunch of years. I never really took it seriously on being a creator. So I took it serious on being a creator for like 2 or 3 years now. And I could say that I've had my ups and my lows. You got certain people that they mad at you just because you actually stand on morals with certain people they don't really actually stand for. And then, if you really look at it, you have certain people that have a fecal mindset. I mean, let's keep it real. If a person that don't know you from a hole in the wall tries to contact you, your family, and everything like that, and then they actually have threats on, oh, we're gonna call this people for what? I mean, I tried to keep my personal life and my YouTube life separate, but you got certain people that they want to go and plaster what they think because of their jealousy of what I or of the little accomplishments I actually achieved in life. So, never I thought that since I became a homeowner, I was going to be made fun of just because of the price of the house. I'm like, okay, well, guess what? At least I live in a home. I mean, you have certain people that actually try to tell me what I'm not. I mean, I put my DNA results on my page, but you have certain people who are mad just because I posted the results, or actually will say, oh, yeah, you're still not who you say you are. But yet, if you look at the DNA results, it says what I am. So why the heck I have to lie about who I am? Yeah, shout out to Sarah Smith. So when you got people that actually have a fake narrative or they just want to go with the fake narratives with you, don't pay them no mind. Debunk them. That makes them angrier. I mean, as soon as I posted my results, I haven't had not one person say, "Oh yeah, I'm sorry about this" or "I'm sorry about that." Nah. So yeah. So let's see. I mean, anybody who's welcome to come up, you could come up and we could actually talk about it. I mean, let's put it like this. You know the locale for the aggressive game. You know the locale that we actually talk about and everything. I think she'll actually be better in that country, which is called India. Because let's keep it for real. You have certain countries that they have a certain reputation for being highly dirty, and then they actually have documentaries on why certain people are so dirty. So I'm not being racist. I'm not. I'm not actually being classist either. But for a person like me, my skin tone and everything, I don't think they actually like people who are my skin tone in India. Because you got certain Indian people who are nice, and you have certain people who are just straight up racist. So, you know, you can't make everybody happy in this lifetime. And I'm not going to actually try to make somebody happy right now that don't appreciate what you're trying to do. Let's see. Mm. Yeah, I'm just going over my Instagram messages. And one thing that I could actually say that which is actually my pet peeve, is that they always try to get me for being a brand ambassador. I'm like, what brand do you want me to be an ambassador to? Because I had to ask my cousin, why is it that people actually try to hit a person up saying, hey, could you be my brand ambassador? So he actually broke it down to me is that, okay, you have a lot of Chinese companies that they just want you to be the brand ambassador for their products. I'm like, really? So that's what's been all about. That they want me to be a brand ambassador and do all the work. But yeah, it's like the clothing line or the stuff that they're trying to promote looks cheap as heck. I'm gonna be honest. I mean, if I was a designer, I think I would make a better belt than some of these bozos that actually try to say that their brand is up and coming and such. If I haven't seen you on New York or Paris Fashion Week, I'm not believing. I'm just being honest. Thank you, Sarah. I try to be because you know I've had a lot of setbacks in my life, and I could actually say that now I feel like I'm in a comfortable light, and hopefully I could actually go forward and try to help people who can't who don't know how to be helped, or if I actually go through my struggles or whatever, I could actually help that person get out of their struggle. Because let's let's be real, you got certain people who are struggling. Either they're struggling with mental health, they're struggling with finances, they want to be a millionaire, they might need the extra push, they don't know what they're doing. I mean, me personally, I'm not going to say I know it all, but I could say that with my suggestions, I have friends who are artists and they're actually getting a lot of gigs. And I remember that some of them did not even know what Facebook or IG was. So I was like, hold up. Why don't you just go and create a Facebook? You could get your fans that way. And this is a person that I know that was singing, that was a good singer. And now she actually is making making a lot of coin. She got she's had to be married, and she's still producing good music. So shout out to my homegirl for that. Exactly. We all got a story. Yep. Let me do something for you, Sarah. Yeah. So as of now, Sarah, I made you an admin. So by the time if I actually get I guess my first 1,000, I have a lot of people who are actually, who supported me from the beginning. There'll be, I'll have 1,000 admins on my own page. So, you know, that's what it is. Yep. I'm the only guy that, if you support me, I support you. I'll make you admin on my page. Now, if there's a person that I know that they have like a swarthy agenda, I'm not going to go around and make you an admin so far. So, what I mean by a swarthy agenda is that you have certain people that will actually try to use you to promote their hateful agenda or their warped political agenda, which is not really that political. I mean, you have certain people that don't actually try to race bait or rage bait in their videos. So therefore, they could actually have a following. If you actually look at my lives or anything like that, having clickbait, don't know how to clickbait, and most certainly, I'm not gonna go and try to do that when I know that there's certain protocols to be in place. So even though I have like 490 subscribers, I could actually say I gained them by myself. I'm not gonna go and try to say I'm the best person. And me personally, I just rather be honest and just talk about content or whatever have you. So one thing I could actually say is that fat slob of a woman calling the authorities on Dog Soldier was basically wrong. I mean, it's bad enough that that fat slob didn't take care of her own kids and she gave them up to the state. So don't go around and try to say that you're the parent of the year when the fact is you gave up your kids to the state. Now, real mothers that I know that love their children would not do that. They'll actually fight for their children if they're in that predicament. But no, the person wants to be a bozo and show their and to show their lovers, how should I say, undergarments with fecal matter. I mean, like I know people that have got their channels shut down from us. I mean, like you went up and you showed fecal matter on another person's fecal matter on live TV or on live so the whole world can see. I mean, like you just told on yourself. You're with the dirty woman. You're cohabitating with the dirty woman, and you got no shame. Like, come on, that's dirty, bro. That's like a dude trying to say like, "Oh yeah, I got a female," and then you go around showing that person's dirty undergarments. Like, you just made yourself look bad. You was with the person with dirty undergarments. Back in the day, the OGs told me, if you see a woman with dirty undergarments, don't date her. Don't be around her. Like, come on. I don't know what's up with these people. Dating people that smell like fecal matter. If I stink, a girl told me I just went to take a bath right away. If I stink, let alone you got people who are cool with other people smelling like fecal matter. I mean, I guess this is 2025, but where do you do that at? I'm like, come on. You got people that smell like fecal matter in 2025. You got like a whole bunch of oils. You got a whole bunch of soap. And you come around here presenting yourself smelling like fecal matter. Like, do some of y'all need a, a manual on how to date, just like how people have a manual on how to drive? I know that in America and in other nations, smell like fecal matter ain't gonna get you a date unless that person are into that. And I know that you got certain people who are into stink, natural smells, and everything like that. But fecal matter is not a natural smell. Well, according to me. So, to each his own. But I thank God that I'm married and I will not have to smell like fecal matter. Sorry. Yep. You get those, please. Yeah. Let's see what's on the other table. All right. Let's put it like this. I do not know why people in America hate Taylor Swift. I mean, I don't know which hate is actually stronger. The hatred for Taylor Swift or the hatred for Kanye West. Let's be for real. I don't know what hate is stronger. So I'm actually they saying that the fat slob is a poor excuse of a low cow. I mean, shoot, you gotta admit, you got certain people who are just they actually exceed the name low cow. You should call them a fart cow because all they do is pass gas, and then after that, the popularity is just like the gas. It'll linger for a few minutes, and then it dissipates. It'll be gone. So you have to call them fart cows. You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah. You gotta admit though, when I actually came to AD's channel, I could actually say that I found a family. I mean, I've been to other shows and I met like a lot of good individuals. Shout out to Don Jose. Shout out to Ramon, Denise, ex Tina, and Radical Martino. Truth Teacher also. But you know, I gotta give it up to my aggressive gang because the aggressive gang, we have people with different beliefs. You got certain people who are Trump supporters, but they're not, they're stereotypical racist guys. You could actually have a conversation on why they actually believe in Trump as a president without offending anybody. And if anybody has an opinion, you just hold it, and that's it. I'm not offended if a person's going to be like, okay, yeah, you're a Trump person, and you're this, you're that. I'm like, okay, well, guess what? Maybe they have a reason of why they are a Trump supporter. Maybe it'll either be of their faith, or they just want to actually live in a better community. Not all people are bad. It's just that certain people they want you to have like a one track mindset. And this is America, the land of the free. So we have a lot of beliefs. So since we have a lot of political or faith beliefs or religion, whatever, we just have to respect that. So I could actually say that with aggressive defiance, yes, yes, he treats everybody like family. I could actually say that. I mean, AD, he actually promotes me, and I just came, and it was funny because I came on the stream by accident, and ever since that I've been with the aggressive defiance gang, they actually treat me like family. I mean, when you got the wisdom of Dog Soldier, just he has his wisdom. So You got certain people who are actually wise right there. I mean, hopefully, I could get Crisis back on my show so we could actually talk about the good old martial arts since he is a black belt in the martial arts. So I actually have that going on tomorrow, and I'm trying to actually invite more martial arts experts to my show. So therefore, I'm not a martial artist, but I will be in the future. But the gist of my show, which I do every Wednesday, and maybe sometimes Thursday if I have to do something or a certain plan or whatever have you. You have to go and see that. Hey, at the end of the day, we have to respect everybody's beliefs. And if a person, and one thing is certain, you don't go around and let a person's politics change your family. Because family is going to be family, your politics is going to be politics. Yeah, yo, matter of fact, so I was just told her to come through my page. I make her admin and everything like that. Every Wednesday we actually have our show, so she's welcome to come through. Whether it be, I got a friend that he's my co-host. He's an expert in Sado karate, as a marine martial artist, and he actually knows a little bit of each martial arts. So tell her that she's welcome. Just look at the hashtags that I'm going to actually write in the chat right now, so it can make it more easier for her. Yeah, these she could put those two hashtags on YouTube, and our show will actually come up. Yeah, because what I actually try to do with the martial arts show is to actually be a beacon of knowledge. I'm learning stuff about the martial arts that I never thought that I would actually know. So whenever we have open topics with Don Armando, the martial arts edition, I'm actually learning while I'm actually having the knowledge being put on YouTube. So tell your sister right away. She is welcome. If you got friends who are martial arts experts, tell them they're welcome. And we're actually we're actually trying to make like a safe haven for all martial artists on YouTube and for people that want to learn too. So people could actually say different viewpoints, but at the same time, we could actually respect your viewpoints also. Yeah, that's what's up. Shout out to Aggressive Defiance. I might try to do this a little bit more longer. I might try to do the 4 hour mark. So, anybody who's actually on Aggressive Defiance, when he's done with whatever, I'll still be around for everybody. Yeah, that's what's up. So, Sarah, if in a perfect world situation, there, I got a question. What do you think? Why the if Denver is having all is still in jail, and you haven't heard that the feds haven't frozen his accounts yet, but yet when it was Snitch Nine, they froze all his accounts and everything to make him tell info these um on these gangsters, I might say. So why do you think they haven't froze Diddy's account or Diddler's account yet? What's your opinion about that? I mean, that's one thing that I'm saying. If they really want to get a guy, they'll stop his finances and such. Why do you think they're not actually stopping that mogul's finances to begin with? I mean, I want to know everybody's opinions about that. I mean, but Diddy's mom is not really that rich. It's actually him that actually has all that cash. So 9 times out of 10, I know that she provided him with a good home and everything like that. But the amount of money that that older woman has compared to Diddy, I don't think is even that much. I'm just being real. I mean, let's put it like this: you have certain people that you know would help Diddy, but they're not going to help Diddy. So my thing is that why the feds haven't froze his accounts yet? I'm just saying they had the same energy for 6ix9ine, but not for him. That actually goes to show me that I think that that Diddler has something on the government. But then that's just me thinking out loud. I mean, yeah, think about it. They went up and they turned this guy down, and he has like mad properties that he can have and everything like that. They was like, oh nah, we don't want it. Your bill's been denied for like 3 times, right? But they haven't frozen his accounts yet. That to me seems very odd for anybody because anybody who's been, you know, charged with the feds or whatever, the first thing they go is after your accounts. I'm like, geez, like you're not going after that person's account? That speaks volumes. Yeah. Even if I could rub elbows with presidents, I mean, I just actually try to do right because you got certain people that will actually in this world that actually pin something on you that you have nothing to deal with. I mean, yeah, there's no doubt that what they have on them. But then, if anybody were to really look at it, I mean, let's be honest. A lot of people could go to prison just for looking at those tapes. I mean, if I was rich like Diddy, I'll actually pay for it just to have my own privacy. I mean, think about it. The the owner of Shaw, the co-owner of Shaw Brothers, the highest producing movie magnet movie company in Hong Kong. Nobody really knew who he was because unless he did interviews and such, he wasn't flashy. He didn't try to tell people what it was. He was straight to business, and he lived modestly. And then on top of it, the amount of money that he actually had, he could actually live a modest life. But since everybody wants to be out there and they think like, oh yeah, we want to be out there, this, that, and the third. But then by the time that they actually get to a place that they could actually have privacy, then it's too late because everybody knows you. Unless you have to hire a makeup artist to actually walk amongst people, and they don't really know who you are, like Michael Jackson did sometimes. It really is. Yeah. Yeah, let's see what else. So, what do you think of all a lot of these fraud cases that's actually being brought that's actually being brought forward in the United States? I mean, let's be real. Yeah, certain people that I guess who are in the Ukraine committing fraud, and you have certain people that they really didn't care about how much money the United States was shelling out. So my thing is that now, since everybody is talking about fraud and whatnot, who are like the major fraudsters of the United States? That's what I want to know because people could say that that people are frauds and everything like that with certain laws to protect the rich or whatever. But who are the fraudsters that haven't been caught yet? That's what I want to know. I mean, let's be honest. I've heard, since of the deletion of that United Healthcare CEO, certain people have said that some of these medical companies are frauds. Maybe some car companies are frauds. Because you might buy a car and everybody could say that's good when it's nothing but a piece of crap. Let's see what else. I think that the lottery and casinos are a fraud system also. That's why I never go to them. What's your take on that? All right, let's see what else. A lot of people are talking about Drake's new album, how it's a classic. But my opinion is that he got slaughtered by Kendrick. So I guess I'll have to listen to that album because even before Kendrick actually had that disc, I was not actually feeling Drake to be honest. Never really bought one album. Tell you the truth. Yep. So, Pete, how you doing? That's what's up, bro. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I'm back. So I'm here. Us. Okay. Us, how you doing?
Us. I'm like, is he saying us? I'm not inside the studio yet.
Yeah, you're actually in the studio.
Us, my brother. What's going on?
I'm chilling. How's everything with you, bro?
Chilling. I had passed by when I saw the notification, and I saw someone asking about some martial arts stuff, and I said, hey, hold that for Wednesday. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna pull up.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean that was like a past
30 minutes to an hour. That's the shocking part.
Yeah, because it was like one of my homegirls, Sarah. I just made her an admin and everything like that because she's with the aggressive gang. So I was saying like what I do every Wednesday is talk about the martial arts and so forth. So, congratulations on your great news.
Yeah, thank you, man. It's definitely shocking.
Yeah,
I'm using the word shocking a lot because this is the shocking edition. So I'm making a run on the joke.
Exactly.
It's definitely shocking.
Yeah.
Stop wagging your tail, dog. You're about to knock everything over. Tuxedo dog is over here.
Oh, that's nice. I had to let Tuxedo cat free and everything like that. She was bothering, the wife for the rest of the day. So, just being around and everything like that. So she's more attached to my wife than me. But then whenever I do the show, she's always attached to me for some reason. I don't know.
Yeah, because the cat sees you're paying attention to something that's not her when you're normally paying attention to her. So now she's like, oh, what's going on? I want to be all up in your face.
Pretty much.
My two cats here, whenever I walk the hall, they run from me. They be like, oh, big black guy coming through. They run from me. As I'm sitting down, it's hilarious. As soon as I'm sitting down in front of the computer or I'm sitting down at the toilet, they want to come and sit and come play with me. I'm like, really?
Yep, trust me. It's the same way whenever I enter home and everything like that.
So, we feel safe that you're not moving. As soon as I'm up and moving, they run for their life. They be like, oh, hell no. They see me walking, they be like, oh, hell no.
I hear you.
Dímelo.
Yo, manito, ¿qué tú vas a hacer en jueves?
Thursday. I am not sure. And, hopefully we're still alive.
Pretty much. But I'm gonna go to my OG's funeral on Thursday. So I will be in the city.
Copy. All right, well, I mean, depending on how much time you have, man, my doors are open for you.
Of course, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You're on the mic. Everyone heard. You just talk. You're gonna talk.
He wants to come through.
He's coming on Thursday because
to the city. I don't know.
To the city.
So he's welcome.
I kind of said that already, Samantha.
No, I thought you needed a double.
I needed a double confirmation, I guess.
I don't know.
I'm like, regardless what I say, he's still gonna be in the city. So, how many confirmations do we need?
Hey, just make sure you're comfortable because this weather's crazy. That's all.
It's brick outside right now.
So if you
I know.
There's a place for you to lay down and rest. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I meant.
Thank you.
It was Gucci yesterday minus the wind, but then today it's like brick. I'm like, yo, what is this?
Yeah, I mean, I just chilled and me and the wife, we were just actually joking around, trying to fiddle with our new TV and everything like that. But that's gonna be arranged tomorrow. So I was like, all right, I'm just gonna go do uh, live, shocking the dick. Because you know what's funny? I actually played the music on Friday, and they hit me with the copyright strike. I'm like, okay. So as soon as I make like another Historia Subana, I'm just gonna put the stuff right there. I don't own yada yada yada, and hopefully they don't hit me with the strike. So
they hit you for the copyrights on when? On Friday?
Yeah. I think it was actually Frankie's music, so I might have to talk to him about that, or Francis Belliard or something like that.
Well, I mean, okay, so basically, it's not a problem with him or his music. It's an international threshold. You know what I'm saying? That music is coming from DR, licensed by DR. YouTube is not recognizing it per se. You know what I'm saying? So that's what happened right there. But that's wild.
Yeah. One time I actually
that's one of my little guys.
Yeah.
I know Francis since he was like 8 years old.
Wow.
Oh wow, dude. Francis Belial, I'm like Belial. Wait, I know those people. Francis Belial, if his family still lives there, they used to live across the street from Luis Mercedes, another famous baseball player from San Pedro.
Yeah.
I know all these people, bro. That's wild.
Yeah. I'm surprised you don't know my boy de la Vaina.
Probably, but a lot of people be changing their names.
No, his name is Paco Sadia 23 right now. But back in the day, he was on Foy de la Vaina. He's the grandson of Seferino Foy.
I don't know, bro. I know a lot of these people by face, and if they see me, they're gonna know who I am.
Yeah.
So I know all these people, bro. You're talking about all these people that are from El Toconal. I grew up in El Toconal.
Yep.
I know all these people. That's the people that live right there around the corner from El Parquecito, right there, Provi and all those people. I know all these people, bro.
Yeah, but I still can't find the real name of that lawyer that I used to of that lawyer who was like my aunt's godson, and he was like a big lawyer too. I couldn't find his real name or anything like that. They call him Papelon or something like that.
Papelon, his real name was Manolo.
Manolo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
El abogado Papilón, his real name was Manolo Papilón.
Wow.
Yeah, bro. I think I told you that like last year.
Because it was like last year we was talking about it, but it was like we don't know, because I was like, it was like so long ago, because I was like maybe. Let's see.
That's the thing I like about San Pedro. That's the thing I like about San Pedro. It doesn't matter how long ago it was. Names carry legends, and there's only 2 or 3 Papilons in all of San Pedro. So for that area of what's Toconal, Barrio Centro, Plaza El Bonito, Barrio Mexico, the only guy we knew as Papilon was Manolo Papilon, the lawyer, el abogado.
Yeah, I mean
that's it.
Yeah, that guy, I remember it was like, okay. It was like I was a kid, and we were playing like in the car and stuff while he was talking to, my aunt and everything like that. Now, I was a little kid, and he had a nice looking daughter. At that time, I was like, wow, she's nice looking. But then the thing is, though, I never seen him again. I never heard from him again. And my aunt passed and everything. So I didn't know like whatever happened to him.
That's the only one thing I can't guarantee you. A story for someone that's lost.
Yeah.
Investigations would have to be made, and only God knows how long that's going to take to get a result.
Yeah.
Get a turnaround.
Mm-hmm.
But definitely, you're talking about Manolo Papilon. He was one of the coolest people downtown.
Yep.
So may he be in a good place if he's no longer in our mortal plane. And if he's still with us somewhere, may God bless him, and hopefully we bump into him again. SPM en alta always.
Exactly.
That's it.
Yep.
I'm not going to sit back and ponder negativity because we don't know. Since we don't know, let's leave it at that.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want to wish that man death, and he's walking around like nothing. That's not right.
Yeah, it's like
it's not right.
Yeah. I never did that. Thing is, though, there was a woman that I knew, and it was revealed that me and her were cousins. But the thing is, though, when I went back to San Pedro, I couldn't find where she was at, and my cousin said that lady went to be with the Lord. But then again, I don't know where she's at. Yeah. But
right.
I know that she was related
to you know for real, you don't know for real.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. It's like, all right. Like when you walk to Villa Velasquez and La Trinitaria, right?
Yeah.
And you know that panaderia. So when you walk the next block, like when you go into like Tetelo Vargas, but it's like I think it's like La Avenida de la Independencia. That's where she lived with her daughter, and whenever I used to see them, we always used to say hi and everything like that. And then one day, she was talking to my mother, and my mother was mentioning the name of my grandmother, and she was like, "Oh, that was my cousin." I was like, Mario, and she was like, Mario, these are your people. I was like, wow, ain't that something? And I do know that shout out to my cousin Tata in Santiago. So the last time I spoke to the daughter, not Tata, but the other one, was when my mom passed away. So everybody broke down in tears when my mom passed away.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Mothers be the generals of the family, bro.
Basically.
My grandma was the general of the family. She wasn't the eldest of 8 sisters. She was just the strongest of them. You know what I'm saying? And it's just crazy.
Yeah, it is. We lost our general last year, my aunt. May she rest in peace. She was 94 years old.
Rest in peace. My condolences.
Yeah.
Tuxedo Dog is laying down right here next to me. It's the first time ever she just chills with me here by the show.
I know.
Yeah. We're not looking at the comments. If there are any comments.
What?
What time is it? 11:43.
Really? Yeah. On the spot. Start waking up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm just reading the comments. I think that he's always paying people off to keep his stuff secret or from being frozen. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you like this: Diddy's mom got no type of power or control of anything. But the people who made Diddy an asset, aka Diddy's handlers, the people that are under Clive Davis and them, they're the ones that are protecting Diddy. They're the ones that are coming up with, "Oh, Diddy's sick. We have to take him out to the hospital." And while he's supposedly being transferred to the hospital, he's eating regular food because he wasn't eating the jailhouse food. So yeah, he was gonna get sick eventually. If you don't eat, you get sick.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, I was trying to say is that earlier, right? it's like, okay, it's funny that Diddy, right? Or Diddler, whatever you want to call him, is how he has like, you know, all this influence or whatever, right? And the influence that he had, and he actually went and had like, okay, he had like a whole case and everything like that. And that man was like, and they went up and they told that man they froze his accounts and everything like that, right? But my thing is that how come they didn't do the same thing to Diddy? And he did something and they did that to Snitch 9, right? They froze all his bank accounts and everything.
Oh yeah, of course.
And you know,
want to know what's the difference?
What's the difference?
Now we're counting it for what it is. A sin is a sin, right? But the difference is in criminal law. In criminal law, violent crimes are there. They go more hard on violent crimes than they do on what we call blue collar or white collar crimes. You know, Fed crimes. And anything could be a federal case, and they'll overlook it, but the person can still catch federal time. As opposed to when it's a violent crime, crimes of violence, gang-related violence and stuff like that, they want to go ham on that just to prove a point to the public.
Yeah.
But don't think for 1 second that his assets aren't frozen. Them shits is frozen. They want to make sure he doesn't have any access to any comfortability right now.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's like, you know, I'm just saying that didn't make the news or whatsoever, right? So I was like, so since usually they say it in the media, like, oh yeah, the Fed froze his accounts and everything like that. But then they didn't say that with them, because you're hearing this guy's like, hey, I'll offer up my house for just to get bail. And it was like, nope. I was like, wow.
I'll pawn my baby oil to make sure I get bail.
Nope.
I'll pawn my baby oil, make sure I get bail.
Yeah, I know.
The judge was like, no, there's no way you can get bail because I'm not signing on that. I was like, Your Honor, can I honestly say that I'll baby oil you so you can let me go?
Yeah, I know, right?
You can't say that in court. Uh-oh.
Yeah, slippery slope.
At least they have him in PC, protective custody.
I don't know.
It's not going to do much for him, though.
Yeah, pretty much.
There's a more spiritual aspect to all of this stuff, but I'm gonna leave that for another edition because, you know, they keep things funky.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah. A lot of people become famous by doing things they're not supposed to do, and then when their time is up, this is how all the dirty laundry comes out. They get exposed and they're brought down to their most humblest point. And either they repent and seek God so God can help them and figure it out the way Eminem did, or they just keep going down that slippery slope and then just disappear without ever finding forgiveness.
Yeah.
Because people are forgetting the I'm Not Afraid Eminem.
Mm-hmm.
When he came out with that album, he had just came out of recovery, and he had just encountered the Lord. Now, mind you, he's not a full-blown believer that wants to serve God, but he became someone that started to believe. So the seed was planted, and that seed saved him. Imagine how much more saved he would be if he actually decided to follow, imagine how many
Yeah.
people would leave the world and follow Christianity just because of the fact that Eminem became a Christian rapper. Imagine that.
Yeah. From what I'm hearing, he might. This is what I'm saying. He might release a Christian album.
If he does, he literally just signed his gates. Because you know that the industry's been on him for a hot minute. So if he does that, the industry is definitely going to be on his skin. And it's going to be crazy, man.
I mean, I guess they're on the skin of Daddy Yankee because they went up and they took like his soon-to-be ex-wife went up and took most of the money off the bank account. So right after he declared that he was a Christian, they getting a divorce, and she took a lot of the money off the bank account. So I'm like that.
Yeah, she did it without court order, though. She did it without court order. So now, once the courts decide what the split's going to be, she's going to have to give back a lot of what she took.
Yeah.
That's also a story for another day, though.
Pretty much.
The ex-brocito King Daddy.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm going to leave it like that.
The reason why I say that, right? Me and Ray Chester used to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, in el Barrio Kennedy de Puerto Rico, as far as I remember, el Barrio Kennedy was always a my community building.
Oh, okay.
So if he was from Dos Proyectos, you know what I'm saying, and at one point he started calling himself King Daddy, you can't call yourself king in certain parts of the world without them knowing what that really means.
Yeah, that part.
Oh, here you go. I'm gonna give you a little secret that a lot of people weren't catching on with the Puerto Rican music that was going on. You remember there was an album that they were saying Loquilate?
Yes.
Loquilate. Everybody was thinking that they were talking about carrots in a ring. Mira Loquilate del anillo, right? Look at the carrots on my ring. But it's a play on words. They were saying King Latin.
Yep.
King Latin. Yo,
I've been known that.
When I started listening to the songs and breaking down the details, I was like, yo, say word, this whole album is dedicated to the community.
Yeah.
Even A.B. Queen came out in that CD.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Nope.
So it's funny. All the people that at one point were either a part of my community or a part of the Nieta community, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They all came out in that CD. You know what I'm saying? Don Chesina, A.B. Queen, Repiting, Daddy Yankee. I think even Tego came out in that CD. I was like, yo, what is all these people?
Oh, yeah.
Loquilate. I'm like, that's what they're saying.
Yo, I'll tell you a story about Tego, right?
Which one?
The first time I met Tego was in 2004 when it was the Vibe Latino Hip Hop Music Summit. So Zion and Lennox was there. The Beatnuts was there.
Copy.
Pitbull was there, and I didn't know who the heck he was.
Yeah, he was brand new.
He was like, he was brand new, and he was just talking loud. I was like, yo, who the heck is he? You got what I'm trying to say? Because he didn't even make a song yet. We didn't know who he was. So he was there, and Don Dinero was there. If you actually look at the video Son de la Loma, I'm in it. So anyway, you're talking about the Latino Hip Hop Summit. You had reggaetoneros, you had Tego right there too. So everybody was showing the Puerto Rican flags. I was the only one showing the Dominican flag. Anyway.
Pardon me.
Yeah, anyway. And it was like in Lehman College. So when I was walking out on Lehman College, after that summit and everything like that, I saw Tego. After I was just like, a brief moment of Don De Niro's video, the tribute to Celia Cruz. When I was walking out that day, I saw Tego and he was like in a truck or something like that. Just a regular truck. So I was like, yo, Tego, you know how the dude greeted me?
He threw the crown up.
And I am not lying. He greeted me up with that. Nah, he actually. But you know what I'm talking about.
He threw the sign language. Yeah. The sign language signs with blood. The what?
Not exactly. Well, he threw with the I don't know if I should say this. Well, yeah, because but you know what I'm saying. He threw what the whites threw up. You know what I'm talking about. You know who wore white once upon a time, and that's all I'm gonna say. I was like, oh, ish.
That's weird.
Wow. I mean, maybe technically not, but he did have a song talking about that. So
what I know of Tego is that he's a bro from my community. And at one point he was yeah.
Yeah.
He has an interview that he came out, I think it was in 06 or 07.
Right.
And in the interview mixed in with his Loisa beads, he had black and gold beads.
Yeah.
So there's plenty of times that people told me that they bumped into Tego and they say, yo, what up, Tego? And Tego would throw the crown up like, yo. And they were like, yo, why would he does that? I said, because once you that's just in your heart.
Yeah. But then, he did make a song about, the whites founder. So, if you know, you know. That's all I got to say.
Right, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I was like, wow, okay. And then the second time I saw Tego was at the Dominican parade. And then I went to the reggaeton festival like around 2004 up in Madison Square Garden with my sister. It was a great performance, I could say that.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Joey's friend said something through the phone to say to Joe. 30 minutes. Oh, there's no school tomorrow. There's no school tomorrow. What I said.
Yeah, that's wild.
You're not gonna have a permanent on.
Yeah.
So let me talk about something that's kind of messing up today's generation of children that are coming up. And I'm also going to expose I'm going to expose something that a lot of people seem to be giving a wide eye to. I'm not going to say the name of any brands because I know that with the power of attorneys that they have, they can come after me. But I will say this.
Right.
These people control the TV and control what our children are watching. A lot of these cartoons look child friendly, but if you actually sit through a whole episode, you will see the iniquity and the stuff that they're feeding our children in the hidden, subliminal. Yeah. All these words and letters that stack up behind these drawings are serious.
Yeah,
bro.
you know
It's
what? Yeah,
bro. It's getting to a point
yeah,
where our today's generation of children are being hypersexualized by TV. Today's generation of children are being desensitized to what magic is, understanding that magic doesn't come from God. Magic comes from the enemy. So them making look
yeah,
magic like it's something cool. Now everybody wants to be a magician. Everybody wants to be a sorcerer. Everybody wants to be a witch.
yes,
Everybody wants to be a
yep,
mage. Not understanding that all of that is against God's will.
yeah. It is. I mean, the first thing is like when I heard mage, right? It's like, okay, in our generation, right? You had sorcerers and so, like, hey, cool, but we knew that at the time, we knew that didn't exist, but at the
Right.
time, but then you see certain people right there talking about that, right? There's a guy from San Pedro that he's been in the redes sociales and everything like that, and I forgot what his name was, but I had to block a whole bunch of them on my TikTok and everything like that because it was too much. You have one that's trying to tell me, "Oh, let's have the Dominican lottery." Okay, that's a joke. What? Like, I love my Dominican people and everything like that, but why is it that you trying to say, "Hey, we're trying to give you some numbers for the Dominican lottery"? I don't care about that, to be honest. But there's a guy that I've seen with dreads and everything like that, and I know that he's from San Pedro. I know that for a fact. I forgot his name though, but they actually showed a rapper by the name of D-Lone Baby visiting this guy, and it's like this rapper D-Lone Baby is in a whole world of crap, and that's the person that you have to go to. I'm like, to each his own, but I ain't doing that.
All right. Yeah, background stuff. So here we are.
Yeah,
Here we are as parents, because this is the thing. A lot of the things that we saw as kids, we couldn't perceive them because we were kids. Now as adults and
right.
parents, we see these things and it's like, wait, what's going on here? I really sat down and went back to watch cartoons that I saw as a kid, only to realize that we were being fed a lot of darkness.
Yeah, we were.
We were being fed a lot of stuff, and it's now today's programming. If you notice, almost all these shows are based off of realistic ideologies to an extent. So everything now is half life, half real. Basically, they're no longer just doing cartoons. Now they're doing like these reality shows, and they say it's a reality show, but how is it a reality show if at the end of the show it says writers? The writers? What? There's writers to a reality show? Oh yeah, because there's writers to the people that are saying this, and that. People don't need a script if it's a reality show. It means it's full improv. Nah, it's not full improv. So it's fake. It's not reality. No, it's not reality. Ah, interesting. But you have all these other shows. For example, iCarly, the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. Just to mention other shows that are based around childhood figures, right? How is it that in all these shows and all these programmings, they want to make the parents look like they're idiots and make the children look like they're the heroes, make the children look like they're the ones that run the family? Meanwhile, the children don't ever notice or see the responsibility or the sacrifice that the parents actually go through. Yet let's make the parents look like they're dumb. Oh, the parents are just robots. They're just there to pay the rent. We're the ones that are special, the ones that live there rent free, without a care or responsibility of the world. That's weird. It's crazy. You know, and then the teenage shows or the preteen shows all show these kids in the rebellious stage of what being a teenager is, becoming a teenager, and then they show them in full rebellion and the parents being completely obedient to what they say. No, you're a teenager. You're not the boss of this house. Since when? Oh, well, I was watching the show, and yeah, keep watching TV. I was watching this show. Okay. Tell the show to cook for you. I was watching the show. Today's television, man, they're trying to open the eyes to those that have their eyes closed. But what are they really opening their eyes to if it's not the truth? You're half opening their eyes. Oh, look, this is a little bit of what the world is. No, just stay at that level. Don't go past that. Snooze a little, snooze. Remember, it's the American dream. You're supposed to be sleeping.
Yeah.
It's sad, bro. Like the American agenda is not what people think it is outside other places in other countries. Oh, let's go to America. The American agenda is not what you think it is. So let's take that as shocking.
Yes, it is.
You know?
I mean, but you know what I'm actually seeing too? I mean, I remember like back in the day, I don't know what channel it was. I guess you could consider it anime. But when I used to watch a cartoon, when it talked about, the biblical stories, I used to enjoy that.
Okay, they still have a few of those around, but they're private. And then the ones that became general and monetized, let's say Cartoon Network made an adaptation of VeggieTales, and they watered it down so bad. They're not allowed to say Bible. They're not allowed to say God. I'm like, what? VeggieTales was all about saying God and Bible and all that stuff. Y'all bugging.
Yeah.
So they took the silly aspect of VeggieTales and made their own VeggieTales thing. It kind of bothers me because it means that the VeggieTale people sold out. Kind of sad. Or maybe it's part of the grand plan. We watered it down so people would understand.
I think it was Blind House or something like that. Or blast off to the past. So I guess it was showing like biblical stories and everything. I was like, wow. I remember that as a kid.
Oh yeah. I mean, there was I know PBS Kids, Channel 13, growing up as kids, they had I know they were funded by the Jewish community, but they still had times where they would give Christian community TV either biblical stories that were animated and or You know, like let's say 700 Club, stuff like that, stuff that was about faith. You
Yeah.
know, all of those things disappeared from TV. You know, because now there's private Christian channels online somewhere. You know what I'm saying? You have to find TBN, um, TCN, CTV, JTV. There, you know, Angel TV. There's a few, but in DR, I remember in DR there was a channel that was basically the Christian broadcast channel translated to Spanish, and it was cool. It was really cool. Pretty cool. But yeah, bro, I went back. I sat down. You know, Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network is basically Hanna-Barbera, Ted Turner, and those people in a nutshell.
Yeah.
And at one point or another, I was sitting down through Boomerang and watching all the 1950s and 60s cartoons and seeing all the adult jokes, content, and stuff that they were talking about. It was crazy. What's going on, Fatal? Salute.
Yeah, salute, Fatal.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was the fine house that I used to watch as a kid.
Yeah.
So it was produced by Japan on Tatsunoko Productions between April 1982 and March 1983. Wow, around my birthday. Around my birth dates.
Dates.
Yeah.
Interesting. To us, it was brand new. It was actually already 10, 15 years old.
Yeah, and then on top of it, I used to watch Superbuck also.
Okay.
On the CBN channel.
All right.
Yeah.
Yep. That's exactly what we're talking about. And all the hidden messages that they had and all the hidden jokes and stuff they were talking about.
Yeah.
Well, that's the pinnacle right there. Talking about the boopster.
Betty Boop. Yeah.
That's the pinnacle right there of raw cartoonage for adults. Nothing about Betty Boop was for children. The whole story.
Yeah, when it was like, when I was a kid, I used to watch Betty Boop, but I never really got it. But then I started getting it when I started seeing grown women with Betty Boop tattoos. I was like, what?
Betty Boop's concept story is written around cabaret, you know what I'm saying, brothels and whatnot. You know,
yeah.
If to understand a lot of the hidden dark stories of what we saw as kids, Comedy Central came out with a cartoon show called Drawn Together, and Drawn Together is a concept cartoon with other people that were major cartoons at one point that had a hidden secret or a dark agenda. And there was a fake Superman, a fake Betty Boop, a fake a few was like
yeah,
5, 6.
Yeah, you're talking about Drawn Together, right?
Yo.
Yeah, when I saw the how should I say, the joint of Drawn Together, I was like, really? I was like, wow.
So Drawn Together is giving you the backstory to a lot of the creators of those old cartoons, of why these cartoons are acting this way in the cartoon.
Yeah, like, for example, the guy who was trying to be the fake Superman was, very super effeminate and he didn't do nothing. But then there was a guy who was like a mole or something like that. And then there was the fake Pikachu that didn't say nothing. I was like, what? Yeah.
It's yeah, it's funny. It's funny. I want to look this up. It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like 3 seasons.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, man.
The dark concept that comes from each one, breaking down what were the 80s childhood heroes and whatnot.
Yeah.
So that's technically the
Oh yeah, Roger Rabbit girlfriend. It was like to me. At first, it was like okay, you couldn't really grasp the story about it. But then but then when you got older, I was like, why the heck we have to see this? Like an evil act in the first place, right? I'm just saying it is right on Jessica Rabbit's part. But then after a while, the person passed away or what the storyline is. It was like, what?
that was just a undercover concept of back then trying to promote the furry community, bro. Because Jessica Rabbit to everyone looked like a hot female. Her name was Jessica Rabbit, not because she was married to Roger Rabbit, because she was a damn rabbit.
What's the big deal about her? Please explain.
She was an animal. She was an anamorphic rabbit that looked like a hot woman, and everybody and their mama was out here slobbering over her, and that was to secretly promote furry community.
Yo, what is? I've been hearing that for a while now. The furries, right? What's their deal?
I don't really want to get into that right now, because their deal is just as strong as the rainbow community, and I'm not trying to get any knocks at my door right now.
Oh, yeah, I got you.
But that's a story for another day. A lot of cool people though, but yeah, the whole concept of what their lifestyle is that they want to go based off what their spirit animal is, if they're a dog, a wolf, a hybrid of something in between, tiger, cheetah, lion, rabbit, whatever. Anything that doesn't have hair like a mammal. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, we could call it role play, we could call it cosplay, let's call it fur play.
Yeah. Because it was like I've always heard that, but then it's like I watch a YouTube thing and it's talking about like a whole bunch of bad stories, which is actually linked to that community. So when I actually looked at it, I was like, yo, I've heard of this, but then I didn't know what was what it was entailed and stuff, but you broke it down to me. I was like, got you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely a thing, community thing they got going on for that. It's like my old man said, may he rest in peace. My great grandpa was born in 1894 and passed away in 2000.
Wow.
And 2003, I think. So he lived to be 100 and change, just chilling.
Dang.
My old man told me, Pedrito, todo en la vida tiene su fanático y todos los fanáticos tienen rivales. So, para todas las cosas que hay en el mundo, tú vas a ver gente que quieren y gente que no quieren. Siempre acuérdate que muchos tratarán Otros intentarán y otros lo conquistarán. In other words, my son, remember this. In life, everything has its fan club. And just like all fans, they have their rivals. So you'll have people that love a concept and you'll have people that'll hate the concept. But remember the SW3. Some will, some won't, so what?
Yep.
And that's it, my friend.
Exactly.
If it was any easier
Okay.
than that, I wouldn't have said it, right?
Okay, so out of both of your parents, right? Who spoke English better?
My mom.
Okay. Yeah.
Now,
Yo,
who has a higher degree as far as English knowledge, concepts, and execution of word? My dad.
Yeah. You know what's funny about us is when other Spanish kids could actually trick their parents on bad grades and everything like that, we couldn't.
Nope.
Yeah.
No, we could not.
Yep.
Well, might as well say it off rip. We already know this, but my wife decided right now to just take a secondary pregnancy test just to give it an affirmation confirmation, and it's definitely double solid. So yeah, that invitation is good to go.
All right.
You got an angel coming.
Got you. And other sad news. Let's send our prayers out to Tito Grams.
Right.
So he actually lost both of his twin daughters.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I don't even want to know the details. That's just wow.
I don't even know either. I'm not gonna say that, but he's actually saying that on Facebook. So I'm just saying I send my prayers out to him and the rest of his family.
Prayers of relief, consolation, and peace. Prayers of immense love and light go out to him and his family, man. May they find, solace in this moment of chaos, because that's something that shatters the heart to the extent that it'll blind the brain. It'll blind your brain in some type of fury and anger that you'll want to take vengeance out on everything, not understanding the reason of why or the what.
Yep.
Yeah, man. It's so unkind.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm just gonna call it a night.
Gonna call it a night.
Yeah. But I'm gonna try to reach out to the masters so Wednesday we can make it happen. Like always.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah. So peace and blessings to you, Pete, and
Yes, you already
congratulations.
know, brother. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. Blessings to everyone. Have a good night. Safety out there.
Amen.
All right. Us.
Well, that's it, folks. Check us out on Wednesday on the Martial Arts Edition. Peace.